Hey guys, welcome to the broadcast. And what we're going to be talking about today is about money, Shopify money. You can make money quickly with Shopify. Now, I just want to take you through a little bit of a journey. They can come with me, and I'm going to show you what it's like, for the average person, what their view of making money with Shopify is and what it really looks like. So I met this person and they said, I've been unemployed for the past 6 months. And I said, you are not unemployed, sir. You have a business. Now, the new idea of what a business owner is an unemployed person. Because, like, what? Doesn't make sense that I make money and I don't have to go to a job. This is what most people are thinking. They're like, how is this? I'm unemployed. Now, this is what is, um, if we're going further than that. So, when you're looking at yourself as unemployed, that should actually be what you're becoming. You're becoming unemployed. It shouldn't be something that's scary just because. Um, yeah. Anyways, so next thing that is pretty interesting is you get to build. No, the thing about making money with Shopify is you get to build a brand, and not only have a brand, but you get to have, you know, you get to design clothing. You get to really influence the way people dress. What people wear. Um, and you can even suit it towards you. Like this is literally, you can literally change, the way people dress. You're seeing things that you don't normally see. You're actually able to change, um, that, and you're also building a brand. So that means that, you know, people are going to tell their friends, everyone's going to be kind of knowing about it. And that's how you're growing, um, that, which is really good to know. You know, it's now let's just say you're unemployed, you have a business, and you have a fashion or a brand. Now, the next thing most people say, okay, I'm gonna get an investor. um, so pretty much, and if you ask how much do you want to get from an investor, they say, okay, well, I want 500,000 to 1 million. That's what normally said. Like, how much do you want? You'd be like, dude, how much can I get? um, so let's just say you got this. So the investor gave you the money, and let me just check what time it is. No, yeah. Okay, so let's just say in this case, the investor did give you that money. What would you do? So you already have this fashion brand, you're doing that. What would you do? And some people would be like, "Oh, I want to build a store." I'm like, "Okay, what area do you want to build a store?" And they say, "Okay, well, let's make it the most central place, and that's where um, the most traffic is." Then I say, "Okay, how would you get traffic to the website?" They said, oh, well, through social media, of course, right? How else would you do it? Okay, so now you have 500,000 to $1 million. So how much money are you going to spend on the website? And, how much you're going to already spend. You have 500,000 to $1 million. Let's just say the investor gave you the money. Now you have that money in your account. How are you going to invest it? So then the next thing, okay, most people, they would, probably get like an influencer to like wear their clothing. How much does that cost already? It's not that much. So you're not gonna, not like you're paying 500,000 to $1 million. There's definitely gonna be, even if you're just paying influencers. Um, Now, what's even cooler is that Facebook and Instagram, they're actually one. So um, you can actually advertise on Instagram to, you know, really targeted audiences, because you have to know who's going to buy from you. Um, and those people you can actually target going to Instagram. And what's also good is it's also on Facebook. So now how much money are you already spending? And that's okay. So that's what we're talking about. Um, now let's just say you're doing all this. You have gotten, the investor gave you 500,000 to $1 million. How much do you think you're going to be able to make per month if you had 500,000 to $1 million? Like, and you're investing in this. You have your fashion, you have your brand. You're investing in it. They gave you 500,000 to $1 million. How much do you think your best month would be? If you're getting them to invest in you that much, how much do you think you'll be able to get in return? What's your best month? Um, then you would say something like, okay, maybe 250,000, because like, if you say 5,000 with this idea, they gave you 500,000 to $1 million, and you can only make like 5,000. Like if you're getting that much money, you're definitely gonna have to be like, because there's not really that much to spend it on, and then you're doing that. Okay. Now, one of the things is, if you're making $250,000 a month, that this just saying that was your best month. You could be making 50,000, and your best month was 250. One of the things you got to think about is, okay, so you have a website, so you're paying, you got the domain, you got all that, you're paying for advertising. But now you got to think about the product, because the product costs as well. So, most things in America, they're, they're expensive, because you can't get the same price. Now, if you get it for someone like China, the prices drop, like huge drop, like American prices, China prices. So now you have all this money, let's just say, from that investor, and you're getting products from China. How much money do you think your profit's going to be? It's probably going to be huge, like $1 products in China compared to a price in America that you're selling to. And if you just get a few sales, you're making a shit ton of money. And then, okay, so then if you're going to think about the scalability now, so you got this money from the investor, how would you be able to make more money? Well, obviously, if you have a store that's, brick and mortar in the stand, like how many of those can you make? It takes time to build a store. Costs a lot of money to build a store, you know, and then you're obviously going to turn into that. I got a business. Look at my new whip. Like, check that shit out. Um, Look at my new clothes, because they're not really spending that money from the investor on the right things. They're not using it to make money. That's I'll tell you that. Um, uh, so yeah, that's pretty much how you would probably do it. Like, once you get to that point where, you know, the money comes to you and you don't have to have like a brick and mortar business, you just doing advertising online, you have a business that, all the money goes to your account, and then once it's in your account, that's when you send the product as well. That's how pretty much the Chinese markets work. Drop shipping works. And then pretty much if you yeah, so pretty much now if we're going to scale back, so let's just say that you didn't get 500,000, but you started off with maybe $1,000, and then you got this crazy um, portfolio of like what kind of conversions you're getting. Do you think an investor wouldn't invest in you? Now that's something that's a good question. Like, would the investor invest in you if you actually do get good returns? Of course they will. Like, it's not even a question. But this is like the new way of business. The new way of business is like it's always a mix. Like, people are just trying to be on one track, but you've got to mix every single variation, because the more things you put into the mix, the better and faster you'll get results. Um, and that's the thing. Like, you shouldn't just be doing like everyone knows that real business owners, they're never just doing one income stream. If you just have one income stream, then it's like the worst place to be. Especially if you're not in control of your income stream. Like, you always want complete and utter control of all your income streams. And millionaires know that you don't just have one income stream, you have 5 to 10 income streams, always bringing in money. Because that's the only way that they get successful. They would never get successful by, just having this one income stream. Like, the amount of people that actually get paid from a job, like there is like people are trying to save money, but they're working at a job. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, how could you be making money in a job when you only have one income stream? That's why most people, they'll do all right for a while, but they're never going to become millionaires. They're just kind of floating along. But that's why when you invest in more income streams, obviously you're just moving at a place where, you can be making money all the time when you sleep. And that's the coolest thing ever. Like knowing that if you go on vacation tomorrow, you're in the middle of nowhere. Like, how is there not anything better than that? Like you can travel anywhere in the world and be making money. Like, like, like just think about all the good things you can do if you had more money. Like, you know, one of my friends, he's like, dude, I'm building. I'm like, okay, they're like giving away all this money to charity. Like legit, this one guy's like, dude, he's like trying to change an entire country. Like, that's a little bit extreme, but like this is the kind of things you can do when you have a lot of money. Like people underestimate the power of money, like once you have it. So then another thing would be is, you want to choose what kind of niche you want to be in. So, obviously if I'm trying to sell, um, if I'm trying to sell to, okay, let's say this thing. If I'm trying to sell this, say I made it, I didn't make it, I found it in the house. But if I want to sell this, who would I sell it to? Well, let's look at it. Looks like it's a seahorse. So what's the first thing I think? Animal, water. What kind of person likes animal water? Someone who likes zoos. Like, and if I wanted to get really deep into that person's mind, I would just keep going. Like, okay, it's even gold. What kind of person likes that? Someone who likes the color gold. Um, statue, house thing. I would try to start seeing how this person, um, probably has his own home. That's a little bit extreme, probably going too much. But that's like the kind of thing you could do. And I'm just looking at this product once, and I've already, think about that person who likes water, likes seahorses, likes gold, and then they see this, they're like, holy shit, I've always wished I had put all these things together to one gold statue. And he's like, dude, I want that. Um, and that's targeting, Now, can you imagine if the person didn't see horses or gold and then he sees it, he's like, what the fuck is this? Why is someone showing me this? That's what I think sometimes, like when people don't have the right marketing. Just like, man. Well, sometimes it could be because they're doing tests, and I encourage tests because you're just getting data. And if you're a business owner, which this is the goal, this is why you do this, so you can be a business owner. And as a business owner, are not just getting money, you're also building relationships with your community because you're an influencer. You influence, your environment around you. So one of the things you're going to do is, obviously learn more about your community. And to learn more about your community, it costs money. You know, it's not free to always reach new communities, and that's what your everyday goal should be. Reaching more and more communities, um, and people, so that you can build a business that obviously can last a long time. And that's pretty much what makes a difference between people who actually are doing good, and the people that just have a good fit. Also, guys, you can comment, and I'm reading that. How long has it been? 20 minutes. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. This is Josh Black in Santa Monica, LA. Wishing you a happy new year. Hope you learned a lot. The main thing I want you to get out of this is just some small ideas of how you think you could make more money, using some of the advice that I've shared today. And just, don't overthink it, but, maybe write down, if you can comment, um, you know, uh, 10 things you would do, your 10-step plan that you would do, if you got 500,000 to $1 million from an investor. Just let me know. And, you know, I'm gonna read those, and I want everyone to see, like, what's the difference, like what it would be like to, what they would do with that money and how they would invest it. Anyways, so Josh back here signing off, and I'll see you soon and have a good day.